Hi everyone, what's up? Today we are going to see how to speed up a website. Actually, this is a major concern of website developers as well as website owners. A faster website will fetch you more viewers or more visitors. So it's mandatory to make any website as fast as you can. So today's tutorial will be disclosing some ideas that can be effectively used to optimize or maximize the speed of your website. So stay tuned. There are many tools available to optimize or increase the speed of a website. We are going to discuss here only some plugins which are freely available for speed optimization. We are not using any premium plugins. We are going to just use the free versions of those plugins, and this is a must-have plugin that has to be incorporated into your website. So once again, warm welcome to Renan's Vlogs. So before going into the method, I will take you to the dashboard where you can see the tools that I am already using. So I'm going to click on the plugins, install the plugins. Now the first optimization tool that you can see here, this is called as the A3 Lazy Load. I will give you a detailed idea on this plugin in due course. And the second one you can see is Aset Clean Up, and the third one Comet Cache. I don't think that this Comet Cache is enough to optimize my site 100%, so for the time being I will use this. In later stages I am going to purchase a WP Rocket, which is a premium plugin to boost your or to optimize your site. For that I need to pay almost $49. Everything is coming in dollars. Okay, so A3 Lazy Load, actually it is used to optimize the images that is included in your web pages. And Aset Clean Up, actually the pro version is the fully functional one, but I'm not going to use the pro version for the time being. I'm using and trying to make the site faster with the free version only. There are too many limitations in the free version. Let us try to do with that first, and if it is not sufficient enough, then we will think of something else. And there is another tool you can see here, is the EWWW Image Optimizer. So this Lazy Load, Image Optimizer, and one more tool I am using is the WP YouTube Lite. Okay, what is the difference between all these three? A3 Lazy Load, you know about lazy loading, right? Lazy loading means when the pictures are not in the viewer's viewpoint, it is hidden. When you are scrolling down the site, it will pop up, it will come up, and that method is called as lazy loading. And why I am using EWWW Image Optimizer is because all the images that we are uploading into the server folder has to be optimized. Even before giving the images to this EWWW Image Optimizer, I optimize it by myself. Okay, I have done a video regarding that, how to optimize images. In the description down below you can see the link, and if you are interested you can watch that. Okay, then there is another tool that is Rank Math SEO. Actually I've started with the Yoast SEO, but after seeing too many reviews on Rank Math SEO, I thought it is better to switch over to Rank Math SEO, as Yoast SEO is also a premium plugin. If you want to get the full functionalities, you need to pay a lot. Actually I am not in a position to pay that much, so that is why I am using Rank Math. In due course, if I need to upgrade it to Rank Math Pro, then I will do that. Actually this is one of the best plugins for SEOs. The main difference with the Yoast and Rank Math SEO free version is that in Yoast SEO you can give only one keyword, whereas Rank Math SEO can take up to 5 keywords, including the primary one. So that is where this RankMath SEO stands out. And regarding the WP YouTube Lite, this is used to reduce the file size of embedded videos. You might be having videos, YouTube videos that may be linked with the site. So if you want to optimize that thing, then you need a plugin like this one. This is the best plugin I have seen for that purpose, WP YouTube Lite. Okay, so we are using WP YouTube Lite, then RankMath SEO, EWWW Image Optimizer, then Comet Cache, Aset Clean Up, and A3 Lazy Load. These are the plugins that I am going to use for optimizing this site. Okay, now I may need another one that is called as the WP Rocket. That is the most advanced premium plugin. I'm going to buy that in the near future. Okay, for the time being we will try to optimize the site with these tools. So those are the plugins or tools that I am using in the backend, and for testing purposes I use all the tools that are available, like GTmetrix, Pingdom, Dire Boost, Page Speed Insights, and the Lighthouse. But I totally rely on Lighthouse reports because all the other tools are actually manipulating the Lighthouse reports only. So we will start our first test on the front page of this website with a Lighthouse. So right clicking on the inspect element button. On the top you can see the Lighthouse. Click on that. I opted desktop here, and now I am going to click on the generate report button. So you can see the report on the screen. Performance score is 66, accessibility is 97, best practices is 77, and SEO is 100. Wow, thanks for RankMath SEO. So actually the thing that really matters is the performance score. Actually this page has been optimized for towards the maximum for the time being. That is why the score is 60. Earlier it was below 40 or so. Now my method of optimizing this entire website is that we have to optimize page by page. I did optimization for some pages, and now we will go into a new page and try to optimize that. Okay, so before moving forward, I will give you some more information. This site is hosted with GoDaddy and this is a managed WordPress website. Okay, I have seen many reviews, and none of those reviews I have seen a recommendation of GoDaddy, but for me this GoDaddy hosting is more than enough. Okay, now move further forward, we will go to the pages, all pages. I'm going to click on the all pages. Okay, all these pages I have optimized. You can see the scores here. Only one page is below 80. That is 77. I will optimize that later. And one more page is 79. Okay, now we are moving into the second set of pages, and I have optimized the solar products page also. Now we will try to optimize this home theater system page. Click on the edit button. By the time it loads, we will go to the Opera browser, and here also under products we will open that home theater system page. We will be going back to the WordPress dashboard. Here you can see these are the menu options that has been returned by Aset plugin. Here we can control CSS and JS files. Okay, from the plugins, from the themes, WordPress, and this is one of the major advantage of Aset Clean Up. And one of the major disadvantage is that Suppose if you are using, I will show you in the plugins. If you click on the plugins, you can see I am using a contact form 7 here. Actually I am using this contact form 7 only within 2 pages. One is the contact us page as well as for the request code page. I cannot remove this globally using the Aset Clean Up plugin free version. So I need to go to each and every page to optimize that. That is a disadvantage. An advantage, as you can see, these are the plugins loaded and all those things contains the style sheets as well as the JavaScripts. I will show you how to get rid of the unwanted ones. Okay, so on the top right corner of the screen you can see a green tab which is from a rank math. You can see the scores there, 81 out of 100 SES score. I have used only one focus keyword here. You can see that. I will be adding 4 more focus keywords later. If you scroll down, there are 1 or 2 errors shown in the title or readability as well as in the additional pane, so that will be corrected later. Okay, now we are going to optimize this page first. Okay, now for that we will go to the other browser where I have opened the home theater page. You can see the page. I have too many videos I have done. These are the links for the YouTube videos. That is why I have used the WP YouTube Lite to optimize those videos. Okay, now right clicking, taking the inspect element option. Now on the top I'm going to click on the lighthouse button. I have opted desktop, that is the default thing. Clicking on the generate report button. The lighthouse report is here. You can see the performance score is only 42. The rest of the things remains the same. Accessibility is 97, best practices and SEO, all those scores are similar to those that we have seen for the front page, but here the performance mark is only 42. So we need to figure this thing out, how we can do that. For that we have to click on this 3 dots here on the right top corner of the browser and take the show console drawer. Okay, click on the show console drawer button and it will bring a window like this, and you can see a tab here called as coverage. Click on the coverage button. It's already opted now. Then click on the refresh button. Now see, these are the resources that are required to load this page. We will click on the type button so that we can see the CSS files on the top and the JavaScript files on the bottom. Now let me make it a little bit bigger so that we can see the entire link. Okay, up to this level it is okay. Now there might be some resources that has been loaded which is not actually required for this page. We are going to find out those resources. It's easy. You can see each resource, the total bytes each resource takes and the unused bytes here. Okay, so when you come to the third entry here, I am going to click on that. You can see that in the plugins contact form 7 include CSS style.css. This is 1920 bytes, but 1920 bytes is not used, which means that this may not be required for this page. So what we are going to do is, I am going to the dashboard, click on the plugins button and click on the contact 7 entry here. Okay, now we will confirm the entry first once again. Plugins contact form includes CSS style.css. Okay, this is the entry. So what I am going to do is, I am going to unload on this page by clicking here. So Aset Clean Up will mark this style sheet not to be loaded for this page. Okay, now we will move to the second 100% entry here, this one. Okay, Here what you can see, it's from plugins, Elementor, Assets, Library, e-icons. We will go to plugins, Elementor, we need to locate the e-icons. See here, WP content, plugins, Elementor, assets, library, e-icons, CSS, Elementor. This is also actually not required, so we are going to unload this also on this page. Okay, now we are moving to the third entry, that is this one. It's from plugin WooCommerce, package WooCommerce style.css. We'll be going to the WooCommerce plugin entry here. Here this is WooCommerce. Click on WooCommerce. Now we will be locating that style.css here. See here, this one. WP content, plugins, WooCommerce, package, WooCommerce blog. We will one more counter check it. WooCommerce blocks build style.css. So this is the one. I'm going to unload this also. Okay. Now other one. This also from WooCommerce, vendor style. Vendor style, where it is. Yeah, I actually wrongly disabled this vendor style. Earlier this one has to be disabled, so I will disable this one also. Now the build style.css as well as the vendor style.css both has been disabled for this page only. Okay, now the next entry, this is it, Astra. Now it has gone to themes, Astra, assets, CSS, minified, compatibility, contact form 7. So scroll down, click on the themes, Astra, themes, Astra, assets, CSS, minified, compatibility, contact form 7. I'm going to unload this also. Now again going back to the lighthouse report, another 100% entry is here. So this is themes, Astra, assets, CSS, minified, menu animation. So we are in themes, in Astra. We will locate this menu and see it here, Astra menu animations. So I'm going to unload that too. Okay, now again going back to lighthouse, we will locate the other 100% one. See, it is here. This is something else that I couldn't find out. Okay, I am going to leave that. And here the other one, this is from myftpupload.com, WP content, themes, WooCommerce layout min.css. We will try to locate that. That is the layout file. See here, WooCommerce layout min.css. I'm going to unload that too. Okay, now again going back, another one is here, WooCommerce small screen min.css. It might be just below that. Yes, it is here. I'm going to unload that too. Now we have finished all the CSS side except this one. This one actually I don't know where it is coming from. I'm extremely sorry for that. I will try to figure it out later. I couldn't find that entry anywhere in the pages. Okay, now the rest of the things is related with JavaScript. Actually I'm using a reCAPTCHA also here, but I'm not using the reCAPTCHA for this page. So we will disable that reCAPTCHA also by going back to the dashboard, external third party, CSS and JS. Okay, now you can see the Google reCAPTCHA here. I am going to unload it on this page. Now all the entries have been selected. Now I am going to click on the update button here. Okay, wait till updates. So now we are going back to the dashboard. Okay, now clicking on the settings and going to Asset Clean Up. Why we are going here is just because we need to clear the CSS and JS files from the cache. Here on the right side you can see here. Okay, so I'm going to click on that. So the CSS and JS files cache has been cleared now. Now on the top there is a clear cache option from Comet Cache, so I'm going to click that too. I want to clear all the cache files. Here you can see 6 cache files are there. Just remove that. Now to the manage the WordPress button on the top, flush cache. This is the server cache. So here success, that also has been done. Now we are moving to the other browser. We are closing the lighthouse here. Okay, now we are going to refresh this page once again. Here the page has been refreshed. See, this is the lazy loading, that spinner you saw. Okay, now right clicking, inspect element, on the top lighthouse, opt to desktop and clicking on the generate report button. So finally we have received the report. You can see the performance score is only 45. There is slight improvement. Earlier it was 43 only, the rest of the things remains the same. So this is not the thing that we need to achieve. So we will run the lighthouse once again by closing this, refreshing the page. Okay, right clicking and taking the inspect element option, clicking on the lighthouse button and again generating report. Wow, from 43 it has become 58. Okay, now we need to bring this 58 to at least 80s or 90s. That is our goal. But this slight improvement will affect the overall performance of the site. So we can do many things, like as you see, I'm closing this lighthouse. I'm going to refresh this. See, these animation effects. Actually these animation effects is not needed. So suppressing those animation effects itself will create a light page. Likewise, there are too many fonts are used or font sizes are used. We will eliminate this also and make it a single font. So that way we can reduce the size of the page. That also will increase the page loading speed. Okay, so that's it for the time being. I'll be doing another video related with the same thing after purchasing the WP Rocket. Okay, now this thing we need to do in all the pages. There is no other option to suppress the CSS and JS files that is not required for the pages in any of these plugins. Thank you for watching me. We will meet in the next video. Till then, bye bye.